Hey, welcome back to episode 37 of the Mommy Meetup podcast. I am Dana Ryan, Miss Dana Ryan, and you can find me at danaryan.tv on YouTube. And I'm here tonight again with my co-host, Amy from Dreamflight 6000. Do you want to say hi, Amy?
Good evening, everybody.
Were you going to say good morning there? It almost sounded like.
Yes, I did.
Well, it could be good morning for those listening in the future when they're listening to this. And also, we have Diana from Being Mommy with Style. You want to go ahead and say hello?
Hey, everyone.
And today we are talking about pictures. We're talking about family pictures, pictures for your kids, whether or not you get school photos, when you take your kids to get their pictures done, whether you do them yourself. So it's going to be sort of a fun episode talking about pictures. And I thought of it because we just got the form for school pictures. So my daughter is in second grade, and we got the form from her, and she had her school pictures. And every time we look at that form, and I'm like, should we buy the school pictures? So I wanted to sort of start with that because I think we all have now a school-aged child, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And tell everybody what grades your children are in. Amy, go ahead. What grade are your kids in?
I have a first grader and a preschooler.
Okay. Diana?
And I have a kindergartner and a preschooler.
Okay. So your kindergartners and the first graders and the second graders all have school pictures, right? Do you guys have school pictures at the school?
Yes.
Yep. Evan in preschool also had school pictures.
Really? He did?
Yeah.
We did too. Yeah, Natalie had
preschool pictures. All right.
Yeah.
And did you buy them, Amy?
Well, we didn't get Evan's back yet, but we do. We always buy them for Henry, but we buy like the smallest package. It's $7. It comes with a class picture, like 4 little 3x5s, and then those little tiny ones, like 8 of those.
Okay.
We always buy that smallest package every year.
Do you do anything with them? Do you hang them up, or when you get the pictures?
Well, we like the class picture, and I put it in his folder in his file cabinet for his. That's the only thing I ever keep is their school picture, like the class picture, and then we give them to like the nurse and my grandparents and aunt and uncle.
Okay. So you give them out. How about you, Diana? Do you purchase them?
Yes. We purchase a package. It sounds like maybe ours is a little bit bigger package, but we distribute them to all the grandparents, and it's like a must. Like they all have to have a school picture. In fact, a couple of them actually have like that year by year thing, you know. And yeah, my sister and I both had one of those, and they've started them for the kids. So yeah, school pictures are a must at our house. And
it's actually that too? Diana, do you do it at home, the year by year?
I haven't started it, but I might. I will definitely, for their school pictures, put them up somewhere. And it's actually interesting because the same company is doing the pictures for both places, even though one's a
us too. Is it Life Touch?
No, it's like a local, I honestly can't remember the name, but it was something studio, but it was the same place is doing both schools, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, because ours is the same. Evan's at a private like church school.
Yeah.
The same company. I was like, oh, that's so nice because I could choose the same background and everything because I thought that was
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got the same background, so I thought like they'd look nice, like framed together, like next to each other. So, yeah.
We have Life Touch too. Does Life Touch do all pictures all across the country?
Life Touch is actually based right here out of Minneapolis.
Oh wow.
I mean, I drive by the big Life Touch building.
Yeah.
So while you tell me if you have a problem, I'll knock on their door.
We're going to send you over.
But they do all the yearbooks, and they do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've heard of that before. I've heard of. Yeah.
I like the backgrounds this year they had, though, because they had fall leaves in the background.
Yeah, I thought that was a cute one, too.
It was like, something that looked like sparkles in the background, like for the holidays, I guess. Which background did you choose?
Blue. Just plain old blue.
Blue.
But I'm boring like that. That's totally me. So.
Ours was just like a private. I guess it was more a local studio. I don't honestly know since we just moved here, but we didn't get all those fancy options.
You didn't get the choices of the background?
They had different
the fall
colors.
leaves was so cute. The fall leaves was really nice.
Yeah, we didn't get leaves. We didn't get leaves or sparkles. Those weren't options.
Wouldn't you feel like you had to do
purple?
the same?
There was even like a purple option, like with sparkles or whatever.
Do you pick blue every year then, Amy? Like you always are going to do the blue background, so it's consistent.
It doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I don't hang pictures up or anything. I really just seriously get it, and I throw it in the file cabinet in his little Henry file with the class picture and then his one picture, and then I give them out
Okay.
to the other people. But I
Well,
do like blue, so I don't know.
we did order them this year. So this is the first year she's in second grade, and I did not order them the other years.
Why
Because,
not?
because all of my school pictures are like just like Amy you were saying, but they're like thrown in like an envelope. They've been tossed around the house,
Yeah.
and the pictures are always like awful. Like I look so
But
bad.
that's the
like,
fun of it. That's the whole fun of it.
right, like my hair's like sticking up, and maybe some of them I have like snot coming out of my nose, and I was like, I don't.
Pictures.
Well, this was like back in the
Yeah.
80s.
When they didn't have retakes, you know.
Right, there was just like, and I was like, I don't know that I really want the pictures. Like they're not really great pictures. We do our own sort of pictures like professionally, like away from school, and I was like, do we really want to do that? But this year I did the same thing. I got the smallest packet because I was like, well, I felt bad. Like actually personally I felt bad. Like I guess they have to hand the form to the photographer anyway, like whether they're getting them or not. But I was like, I don't want her to be the only one like not getting school pictures back or not like getting the pictures. So I just was like, I'll just get the smallest packet. But I don't really know what to do with them because I think they look like kind of like awful, those pictures every year.
Memories. They're memories.
I guess
They might be cute. You never know.
guess.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Even if it's not cute, like Henry's picture. So they take the last 2 years, they take pictures right after recess.
Oh, that's the worst.
Sweating and his cheeks are all red, but it's just like the memories of that. It's just so cute. I just think it's so cute.
I think it's good if you do like the frames like you were talking about with like every year. I think that would be nice. I think maybe I can start
graduation,
doing that.
like senior graduation, when you have your garage party or whatever, I want to put them all out on a bulletin board thing.
But then I would just want the wallet, just the wallet size to like put that in that little frame. Then I could see it being good.
Yeah, they were just the little tiny ones, and then there was a little oval, and it had all the years, and then a bigger one for your senior year, I think, or something. But there's a couple years in there, like, what is it, like the awkward years, like third grade and sixth grade. It's like, yeah, we could have skipped those years. Those would not be in there.
Back when the growing out your bangs was cool.
Oh, man, I had the
over
wave.
my eyes, and I was wearing a tie-dyed, this bright tie-dyed shirt. It was so bad.
Yeah,
I have some school pictures with my bangs hairsprayed straight up. I have my bangs are like.
Oh my gosh, I miss that style.
Oh no! Yeah, I used a lot of hairspray, and no one ever explained to me like that. The pump spray was like stickier than like the So.
Well, okay. Now I feel bad we don't get the school pictures, but
I bet I would win the award for the biggest bangs, though.
You might. We might have to compare.
We might have to do a comparison.
They were awesome. My mom made these biggest bangs. They were.
I need to get my sister's pictures. She had some pretty rockin' bangs.
Wow, all about the bangs. All right.
All about the bangs.
Well, if you don't do school pictures, what else do you do? Like, do you go and do professional pictures, and when do you do it? So, Amy, do you guys go to a studio and do other pictures, like when they were babies, before school?
Oh, I'm
what do you
so
do with
bad.
that?
People are going to think I'm terrible. I'm not a photographer at all at home, and my kids are not photogenic. I mean, seriously, they're like the most not photogenic kids. And I just recently, we have had 2 family pictures in all of our history of being a family, and I just discovered Target. So now we just started going to get our picture taken. So now it's a new thing. We're going to go again this November and get
I
a
heard
family
like
picture.
Target takes pretty good ones now. I think
It's so reasonable.
Recent?
See, we could never afford it before.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we never even had family pictures before. And Target is like amazing. Yeah, it's great.
So, how about you, Diana? Do you go for professional?
Oh boy. So yeah.
Every 6 months or something.
No. Luckily, their life is very documented, obviously online and Instagram and all kinds of other places. So here's the progression of how it was. So I had Bella, and she was a baby on her own, and I would literally go get professional pictures at Olin Mills, which was inside Meyer here in Michigan. I would go get them for like everything, like birthday, holidays, Halloween, Christmas, just because it was great, and she was the only child at that point. And then Natalie came along, and we got professional pictures, like family pictures when Natalie was a baby, and that went okay because she was a newborn, and she was asleep most of the time. And then I went to take the girls upon the grandparents' request when they were, Natalie was about 9 months old, And I took him to Target, and they had cute little matching outfits, and I was so excited to get sister pictures, and it went horrible. And that is the last time that I
Oh
have.
no, what happened? Were they just like crying or
Oh God,
fighting?
it was a disaster. Like, okay, so Bella was a toddler at this point, and Natalie was 9 months old, so Bella was probably not even 2 yet. And it was just a disaster, like, because I had an almost 2-year-old that just wanted to run around and grab like cords, and Natalie was a fussy baby because she had all the ear issues, and we didn't know what was going on yet, so she was fussing, and the photographer wasn't. I don't know, like they just kept waiting for that perfect shot. I was like, just snap it, just snap it. It was not a pleasant experience. So apparently it scarred me so much that I have not even attempted it since then. But I have thought, since we're back in Michigan, maybe I'll go try Olin Mills again
Yeah.
and give it a go. But I think it was just a bad afternoon,
The
Mhm.
thing,
bad
the thing
time.
I love about Target, so we just discovered it last year, and so Charlie actually has like 2 pictures now of himself. But
Oh,
the you pay $30 for an all year free sitting all year long, so you
that's
can go.
awesome.
And if you don't like the pictures, you don't lose anything. You're just like, okay, and you can schedule it every day if you want to just schedule a sitting every day, and then you just pay for your pictures.
Mhm.
It's
That's
just,
really
and they
good.
have deals all the time. It's so cheap. So you can pick. Well, I'm so bad because if you take one you like one, you can just like scan it or whatever and make your own pictures. That's what we do. So
Do you have J.C. Penney's near you, Amy? Have you heard of that
I never go
department
to the
store?
mall, but yeah,
Okay.
we do.
That's where we go. We've been going to
Well, for
J.C.
your you
Penney's.
had
Yeah.
your Thanksgiving Black Friday thing you do.
Yep, we go on Black
Yeah.
Friday. That's right. Every Black Friday we go and we get a family photo. Like Jim and I are included in the picture,
Mhm.
and they have really good but we go like other we used to go with the kids. Like I used to take little D when she was like before when she was the only child, of course
Right.
again, but we used to take her for the seasons. Like I think we took her she had a spring picture done,
Yeah.
and then we would do like a fall, and then we did the Christmas. But they have coupons where it's $7.99 for like your portrait package as long as you only pick one pose. And
Mhm.
like just what you were saying, Diana, like how like you were like just snap the picture. I really believe every single time we've gone, it's the first picture taken that is the one. Like it's always just the first picture when your kids are like a deer in headlights. So it's like you get them in there and you're like, we're gonna get a picture, and then the first picture the person takes, that's always the one that's the best one because the kids are just like smiling that weird smile, like they're kind of like scared, like what is going on, but they're smiling and they're not crying and they're sitting still. And then all the pictures after that, I'm always like, they want to keep taking pictures because of course they want to like entice you to buy more poses, but they're never good. It's always the first one, and all the rest I'm always like, this is just a waste of time. Like you're just like wasted our time because none of them are going to be good. But now we only go on Black Friday to get our family picture taken. But I mean, now we have 4 kids. I should take baby D because all the other kids I think have had at least one picture alone. Like I do think that's nice when you can take your kids further because I think it's more like also about the experience that I like. That if you take your kid and like just you and them, like you're alone as like some time together, they feel really special being photographed. Like if you make it really special, like they get to
Yeah.
go in there and have like having that experience like in a studio where you get to stand there and have the photographer fussing over you and it's just your picture. And I think especially, I don't know how this is for boys, maybe it's just as important, but I feel like for girls it kind of helps them. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something to that. Like you just feel like, oh, you're going, getting made a fuss
Same.
over, getting your
My boys would
picture.
think it's like a punishment.
They
They're
would. So
Oh.
totally
maybe
not into
boys are
that.
different. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I kind of like giving them some special attention. So I like it when they go and get one picture like
Now
alone.
ice cream.
Ice cream.
Now that would be.
Yeah, because I didn't have a lot of pictures growing up like that, like professional
Mm-mm.
ones. So I just, I never, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of nice that feeling of going in and getting a professional picture taken. And they're only $7.99 or $9.99 if you go to like JCPenney's, and you can
Target's the same. It's really
if you
cheap
stick
for.
to one pose. But
Yeah.
if you get like 10 poses and you buy into all the like collages they build, then you can walk out of there spending like $200 to
Yeah,
five hundred
that's when they do it.
dollars.
And then they make you sit there afterwards and look at all the collages. And I said, I don't
Yes,
want
that's
any of
the
those.
worst.
But
I
they
know. I don't
have
like
to.
that.
She has to
Yeah.
create them just to put them on. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I don't like that part either. But once a year, as a family, and we
Mhm.
use that picture like on our Christmas cards and stuff.
That's what
I
we're
I
gonna
kind
do.
I
Yeah.
like that. It's sort of nice to go do that together, and I really
Mhm.
until but if the kids all start like freaking out and we have a really bad experience, then it might be hard to go back like happened to you, Diana.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
at least
You
you
have
had
you know
like
what? You just have to
reinforcement.
tease it. After the picture is taken, we're gonna go see Santa. That's yeah, be
See, that's
good,
that's
be
what you
good
gotta
boys
do.
and
You gotta go
girls.
on Black Friday and then go see
Yeah.
Santa afterwards, so he's watching. And
Right.
there was no reasoning with like a 20-month-old and a 9-month
Yeah,
old.
there's nothing you can say
There
then
was
at
no
that point.
reasoning at
Yeah,
all.
I
Just
hear you.
Charlie's
mad
19
chaos.
months old. He's 19 months old. I'm like, oh, I hope this year goes good because I
Oh,
really want a good Christmas picture.
he's
Yeah.
so good though.
It's all in
He
the
just like he's
timing.
He's
smiling
not
always.
not so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like the little tornado that runs around here. Awful.
That's
Well,
great.
I don't know. So then after the pictures are done though, like we get our picture, I don't really this we have so many pictures though. Like there's only so many I can frame and put around the house. That's the problem with them,
See,
but
we
Yeah.
just tossed the old one and then put the new one in it.
yeah.
Do you literally toss it?
No, I actually just leave it in the frame until there's so many that
Okay.
I can't.
See? Yeah.
Then I
That's what
have a
Yeah.
file, a cabinet, our file cabinet. That's it.
Okay.
I throw them in my file cabinet.
Yeah. I like it when people take their kids every year on their birthday. I think that's nice. Like you get the picture people who have like the number, they
Oh
point at
Yeah.
the
yeah, I wish
kid.
I was cool and
Yeah.
cute like that. I
That was
never.
always my intention, and it just went
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
me
two
too.
kids out the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah. I know a lot of people do it at home, like you set up your own little space, but I
So
have
many people
not
are
been able
such
to
good
do that.
photographers
Yeah.
now, though.
Well, cameras are so good now that you can buy, and
Mhm.
if you have the space in your home and you can,
Mhm.
entice your child to actually stand there. That's my problem. Is
Mhm.
that they're not going to
Yeah.
stand there for me. It's like we have to go to the portrait studio and have this, stranger in their face with this big camera in order to like get them to stand still for that 30 seconds. But they won't do it for me at home. I don't think I'd have any luck. Plus, we don't have the space. But I know some people really like to do that. All right, so we had asked in the Facebook group if anybody had what their tradition was with their family pictures. So I definitely want us to go through and read those from the YouTube Mommy Meetup members, what some of those moms and dads, I don't know if any dads commented, but what they do with their family pictures. So we're going to go ahead now and read some of those. And if you are here watching us live, I can see some of you are. We appreciate you watching us live. Google Plus just has been not cooperating with the comment tracker, so I'm not seeing any comments. I don't know if you are, Amy, but last time they were there, we just couldn't see them. So I just wanted to say hello to you, and we acknowledge that you are watching, and thank you. All right, Diana, do you have it up, or Amy, who has the first?
I have it. I have it up.
Okay. All right,
So
Amy's the winner. Go.
Stephanie from My Life's a Hoot. She said, I buy school pictures, but birthdays, holidays, etc., I take them. I love candid pictures of my family.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Diana?
Brittany, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're on
Should I
roll.
do two? You can do two. Okay. Brittany from Sharing My Life said, I do not buy them. They cost way too much. I just take them myself. She also said she prefers candid moments.
Yeah. Sometimes those candid moments are kind of nice to capture.
They are. I like them too.
Yeah. So Dawn from the YouTube Mommy Meetup Facebook group says, I haven't had it done yet either. I really want to get pictures done of my son soon. I do take photos of him. Cameras and on our phones and everything. We can take it every day.
And Dawn, your son is so cute. I just think he's the cutest.
And Candace says, my sister's a photographer, so I use her for everything. That's lucky.
Ooh,
If
that's
Ooh,
photography.
that is really
convenient.
good.
Mhm.
Is that Loving Silly Girl,
Yeah.
Candace?
Yeah.
Okay, Amy?
All right. Leah said, we have professional photos done once every 18 months or so. I buy the smallest package available of school pictures. Yes, just like me.
Once
like the
every
only
18
one.
months. Yeah. What were you going to say, Diana? You're the only one?
I just started to say, I think I'm like the only person that doesn't buy the smallest package. All the grandparents have to have like 50 copies of everything, though.
Well,
So
I think if you have
that's
a
why.
big family and lots of people who want them, then yeah. But it's like that's my
Yeah, we
problem.
don't have a
as
lot
many
of
that want
family.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next, Corey, she said, we buy a few school photos and baseball photos, just a small set they offer. I feel the professional, traditional photos are worth it. We have family photos done every few years or so, special occasions like this past summer, a big family vacation at the beach. Yeah, I forgot. They take pictures at like soccer and all those. I forgot about all
Yeah, and
that.
dance
Dance.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, you can get like the whole dance class, right? Or the individual.
and the individual.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We
That's
haven't done those actually up to this point, but this year we probably will.
That's so
So,
many pictures when you get down to it, school picture, activity pictures, if you go do professional pictures with your family.
yeah.
Wow, you can really have a huge file filled with lots of pictures. I guess we all need a filing system like Amy just to dump all the pictures into.
A
And then
picture file.
when the kid's 18, you're like, "Here is your pictures." What are you going to do with them?
Hey, no joke. My parents did that to me. They're like, "Yeah, we've got all your school programs from all the programs you
Oh
did
my
in
gosh, they
school."
saved the program.
Yeah, they're like, "So just let us know when you want us to bring them over." I'm like, "Really? What am I gonna do with programs from 20 years ago?"
That's so funny. I'm like not a saver at all. But the
Oh,
only thing, so like any of the kids' stuff they come home from school with, it just all goes in the trash. But pictures are the only thing. So my file cabinet is not as messy as you might think.
not a bad way to be, honestly. All that paper piles up quickly. It really
I
does.
usually save one little thing, like if it's a piece of writing that they wrote, like a poem or something, I'll save that one thing that year. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another person, Devin says, we go to the J.C. Penney portrait studio for his birthday every year. Other than that, I just take him.
See,
And
there you
Funny.
go. Yep.
yeah, and then Jen says, I love J.C. Penney's photos. She replied to her comment. She's got Groupons 2 years in a row. So
Mm.
people are finding your spot, Dana.
Uh-oh. I might run into someone I know on Black Friday at JCPenney's now that everyone knows where to find me.
Right? They're all there to get photos
Yep.
too.
So Stephanie, she said kind of the same thing. She said, I buy my daughter's school pictures, but for their birthdays or milestones, I just take them myself. Usually when we do professional pictures is when we take the holiday family portraits. So very similar. A lot of people do this similar thing. And then Crystal, she said, I purchased Annie's dance photos, but as far as milestones, I take their photos.
Hmm.
And she's a photographer too, so that works out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Delise says, I buy their school pictures every year, even if I just purchase one 8x10 in the class photo, I like to have them. She said, I did first birthday portraits, and then we try to do professional photos every year around Christmas when we do our family portraits. See, it's like the same thing for everyone. We also purchase their sports, dance, gymnastics. Otherwise, I just take their pictures. See, so it does end up being
Wow.
a lot of pictures.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's so many. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. And then Tina says, I buy one 8x10 of their school pictures. I like to take my own pictures of them on their birthdays before they start school.
Oh yeah, before I like those pictures too. We
Oh,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
me
the
too.
in front of the house picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are
of
my
them.
favorite.
Yeah.
I like
Those always
those.
turn out so cute, too.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's so much pressure, you guys. I
Oh
feel
my
like
gosh,
as
I know.
parents, I'm like, because you got to start these things like early, and then you'd have the series for their, childhood. And I'm like, if you miss it, you didn't start doing it early enough, then like you got these holes, these gaps in your
Hmm.
collection.
Right.
I don't
And then it
know.
doesn't
I get
work.
overwhelmed with that. I'm like, ah.
The one that I've seen that was cool, I can't remember what occasion. I think it's first day of school or something like that. One of my friends from college, she had her son like hold the picture of himself, and then he turns it every year. And then
What?
like it's like a in picture inception because it's like him holding the picture every
Oh, like
year. Like
his previous picture?
yeah, like the previous one and then like he's
Oh,
growing and but it's him and all the pictures like
right.
yeah, it's kind of, but you have to start that like really
Wow, it
early
takes a lot
otherwise
of
you don't have.
planning and organization. That's really
Yeah.
smart, though. So cool at the end of it when they're going to be done that
And they also have
series.
like the shirts you wear class of whatever our kids are going to be. And they're like
Right.
giant shirt, and then they have the kid and they grow up and then they're wearing the shirt.
Yeah, that's so smart too. Like the
Hmm.
Yeah.
same shirt and they wear it like all the way up or
Yeah.
whatever. That's really smart. I like it when people do the like when I'm older I'm gonna be this. Like every year they do
Oh
that.
yeah, that's
I
cute
like
too.
that, and I didn't start that, and I was like, oh, I like that idea. I wish I had done that. So I want to do that. I like it. It's kind of neat at the end then when to see what they choose.
What their responses were. Yeah,
Right.
it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, where were we? Oh, Sarah, she said, I buy school photos and sometimes Christmas ones with Santa, but I try to buy the smallest package just to have one for me and some family members. I
Oh, we
do
buy
buy,
those too. We buy the Santa pictures. I forgot.
oh,
Yeah,
see,
we
Oh
do too.
gosh. It's so okay. Go ahead. Sorry to
she
interrupt.
did her own birth announcements though, and I've done my own photo thank you cards and some milestones. She's pregnant with her second and plans on doing her own birth announcements this time also. Yeah, you can save a lot of money doing your own, and you can do so much cool stuff with Shutterfly, and you can really make them look just as good too. All
Yeah.
right, Victoria, she said, great topic. I just ordered my first package of Noah's school pictures, $36, and she got an 8x10, two 5x7s, four 3x5, and 2 sheets of wallets. We have done pictures on each child's birthday just at the superstore. Okay, I gotta see more, it says. Okay, where am I?
She wrote so much you lost it.
I had to like scroll.
Victoria had a lot to say.
She likes her pictures.
Oh, yeah, she likes her pictures.
I get that
Yeah.
same package, Victoria. You gotta
That's
divvy
not
out
a
all
bad
those
price
pictures.
for all that stuff, I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
A
get a
lot
lot
of
of.
You just
pictures.
hope it turns out good and it's not a
Right.
snotty nose picture.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
gosh, yeah. I'm lucky I have the nurse on my side because I called her. I'm like, hey, can you wipe Henry's face? I added a little wipey that day because they do
Uh-huh.
pictures right after they eat and recess. So she could wipe his face.
Could you imagine if there was like chocolate or smudged or something, whatever they were eating, like cheese on their face for the picture? I hope that the teachers would wipe off all
And
their
this
face.
year there was a mom helper, like a mom volunteer, and they had a spray bottle and they sprayed Henry's hair and they slicked it.
No,
No.
That's why I'm like, it's so funny. It's just memories. That's
Yeah. Well, the one picture, because we've seen them, I think her kindergarten picture, even though we didn't buy it, I was mad because she had like a shirt on that was like button up, but there was another shirt underneath it. But they took the shirt and buttoned it all the way up to the top. Like that's the way we wanted it to look. And I was like, no, I don't want it to. She looks like really, it was like buttoned all the way up to like, it was not good. It was not
That's
attractive
funny.
looking, but I don't know why they did that. All right. Any more comments, or was that the last one?
There's a couple more. Shay says we do an annual professional shoot once a year around Christmas, so that family photo again. And Melissa from Mel Art says I do buy school pics. I don't do other professional pics as often as I like, but sometimes I take tons with my DSLR and sometimes even make up my own little photo shoot with props. We are definitely due for some professional family photos, though.
Good.
Yep.
I don't know why we get the Santa pictures because they're not really professional. Those pictures look awful. You know, when those
I
pictures
usually
come
get those
out,
too, and I
the
think I'm
quality
gonna
is so
stop.
bad. And the
Yeah.
Santa last year had his hand in a very inappropriate location on his lap, and it was not
Oh
really.
no.
No.
But I kind of, in a way, like we sort of like those pictures because, like you were saying, Amy, with the school pictures, they're funny. But the Santa pictures, like I predict in the future, putting all the Santa pictures next to each other would be really hilarious with the different Santas, you know, over the years, because we all get in the
Yeah.
picture, our whole family, Jim and I too.
And just
So it's like
when the
we're
kids
all in
are
there.
grown up and they come home for Christmas, 4 kids looking back at the pictures. I mean, that's memories.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so
Yeah.
worth it.
It's worth it.
All right, so that was our picture.
We have more. Do you want to
Oh,
do
we
all
do?
the
Oh,
rest?
how many more are there? How many
3
more?
more.
All right, can you read them off then? Speed through them.
Okay, I'll go fast. Sarah said she doesn't have to worry about school photos yet, but we do have photos taken professionally 5 to 6 times a year. 5 to 6 times a year? What?
That's
She
a
said
lot.
we also go to
That's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
events where I know the photographers, so I get great shots of our little family from them. Yeah, that's nice. Tyra said the reason I'm a photographer for this very reason. She buys the class picture, and then she does take her pictures. She
Okay.
said, if there's a milestone, I do put my pictures. I'm a pro, so yes. Kristen said, my kids' pictures from school never really come out great. It seems too forced. So once a year we get family, this team, this time of year for Xmas pictures. Yeah, pictures taken by a friend, and she takes individual shots of the kids, but she does buy the school ones just to have proof of the class picture.
Yep. Sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of people get the school picture. I'm glad I
Mhm.
got it
Yeah.
here.
They make money, those
Yeah,
Life
that's
Touch
cool
and
photos.
I know.
things.
Even when we know that they're not going to look good, we
Mhm.
all still buy them. Isn't that?
Mhm.
It's like we still get it.
Yep,
Wow.
that's a racket. They gotcha.
All right.
I went into
Okay.
the wrong business, is what I did.
Right, we all went in the wrong business.
Mm.
Well, thank you to everybody who was here live with us, and thank you for listening if you are joining us via the podcast. And Amy, go ahead and tell everybody again where they can go to find you.
Dreamflight 6000, everywhere.
Perfect. Diana, how about you?
Hers is so much easier than mine. You can find me at Being Mommy with Style on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, very good. And you can find me, Miss Dana Ryan, everywhere. That's MSDANARYAN. And you can join us on Facebook in the YouTube Mommy Meetup Facebook group, or you can go to the Mommy Meetup. If you are not a YouTuber, but you would still like to interact with us, you can join that group, or you can go to ytmm.tv to check us out on the YouTube channel, and you can watch these podcasts as they are being recorded. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode, and we will talk to you in the next show. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.